In this Photoshop tutorial, we're going to curve text in two different ways. The first way is by warping it. So pressing T for the type tool, we can click out here onto our artboard and we can create text. I'm just going to write out the word curve. I'm going to grab the move tool, press Command or Control T, and just scale this text up so that we can all see it. So we've got this word curve here. I'm going to press return to commit that scaling. So once I have this selected, you can see it made a type layer in my layers panel. If I press T for the type tool, so while I'm on the type tool and I have that layer selected, up here I actually have some warp options for my text. So I can create warped text here with a lot of different styles. One of the styles you can select is arc. So when we click on arc, it's going to arc our text and kind of warp it into that curved shape. Now we can adjust the percentage of this right here. So down to 0 would be no warping, and then we can slowly increase it however much we want or decrease it to curve it the other direction. So you can see that it curves a little bit. It curves that text kind of like the baseline of the text curves. However, as it keeps going, you can see how it actually warps the text. The text itself is being skewed and pulled around. Now, that's fine if you just, I think this is the quickest way, so that's fine if you just want to curve it a little bit like that and just kind of let it be. But if you want to actually type on a path in a curved shape like that, we need to do something else. We need to actually create that path, and then the letters will actually kind of rotate around that path. They won't actually be warped into a curve. So let's go ahead and cancel that out. We'll delete this text layer. So what we need to do is create a arc shape path. To do that, I'm going to use a tool called the curvature pen tool. So when we click on the pen tool, we can see that we have a lot of different pen tool options. I'm clicking and holding to see all these options, and there's one called the curvature pen tool. So what I'm going to do is just click once to create the first point. I'm going to come out here and I'm going to hold shift to make sure I create another point that is perfectly in line with this one, so that we have a straight line across. So we just clicked twice. On this one, I held shift while I did it just to make sure it was lined up with that one. Shift will kind of lock that in place. Next, find the approximate middle and click and drag to curve your line. So this is going to bend the line upward. You can also hold shift while you're doing this to try to keep it directly centered. Now let's say we're going to curve it this much and let go. Now we have this nice curved line. From there we can press T for the type tool again, and we can actually hover over the line, and you see like a wavy icon on the type tool. That's the type on a path option. We click on this path and we can begin to type on it. So I'll write the letters curve again. Now there is an in and an out point to this. The in is dictated by this X that you see at the beginning, and the out is the O you see at the end, and there's actually a middle point right here. So there's a few things we can do here. We can dictate the in and out points. Generally you want them to be personally, I think it's easiest if they are the beginning anchor point of your line and the end anchor point of your line. So to move this out point right here, I'm going to hold Command, that's Control on PC, click and drag, and you can see I'm moving this out point all the way to the end. Now your text might actually look like this, because it could be left aligned. But I still have the type tool selected here, and you can see that I can highlight my text and everything. But what I want to do with this type layer is actually center align it personally to just curve it from the middle point. Now if you feel like this is off at all, there's actually a midpoint here that you can click and drag as well. So you kind of scoot this a little bit left and right, and you can see it pulls the in point and the out point with it. And one little trick here, when you hold Command or Control and you're trying to move the in and out points, for some reason, Photoshop covers that up with a bounding box when you hold that button. So if you need to get back to these because you want to make small adjustments to the in and out points, I find it easiest to drag the midpoint, and then you can grab the out or the end and bring that back. Make sure you are above the line. If you go below the line, it'll type in reverse and underneath it. Make sure you're above the line when you're dragging. But yeah, there, we've dragged the end back, and then we can drag the middle over. So that now I said the in, it sounded like in, but the beginning point now drags inward and the end point drags back. So if you need to get a hold of these two guys, use the midpoint to drag one way and then just kind of shrink the in and out points here. But anyway, if we bring this back to the beginning and the end, we know our text is centered on our path. And then we could increase the font size just by typing in a number here, or I'm just holding shift and pressing the up arrow key. And you can see now that we've curved that text. However, the letters themselves are more rotated. They're not warped into that curve. Now, the last thing you can do here is actually hide the shape layer so that you don't see the 1 pixel stroke on that shape layer, unless you don't have a stroke on it, but more than likely you do. So you can just hide that so you don't see it. And you could group these guys together so that you can keep that path just by right-clicking and going to Group. That's also Command or Control G. So we made a new group from those layers, and this group is here, and that'll move around together now. And that's 2 different ways that you can curve text here in Photoshop.